What is up, guys? Welcome back to part four of Patrick Kane Watch. Even though there is big news that just broke between live streams that we're doing here, the Timo Meyer trade has officially happened, and it's definitely a haul for the Sharks, which is, I'm shocked though that they didn't give up Holtz, Mercer, or Hughes in this deal, but this is still a pretty big haul in return. So Timo Meyer is a devil. Zetterlin, uh, Johansson, I don't even know this prospect's name, Muka Madulin, and 2 first-round picks are headed to the San Jose Sharks.
I believe he was a 2020 draft pick, Mukamudulin.
Yeah, he was their backup option, the Braden Schneider, who the Rangers jumped up and sniped from them. So that's a huge trade. I'm glad that if it costs that much to get Timo Meyer, I'm glad the Rangers didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you said they gave up a first rounder too, right?
2 first-rounders.
Two. Wow.
Yeah. So they better extend Timo Meyer. If they don't extend him,
yeah, for sure. Damn, that's crazy.
yeah. And the fact that it costs this much is just wild, considering how little we're gonna see go for Patrick Kane.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I'd rather. I might sound biased, but I'd rather have Kane and Tarasenko on the team than just Timo Meyer.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%. And then you get the added bonus of the experience with the Stanley Cups with Kane and Tarasenko, which, adds to, what will be their great play in the playoffs. So it's definitely exciting.
Yeah, they would have like a comparable trade to this for the Rangers. I'm trying to even process, but I don't know if I could even like think of a package that would match this one at all. Like this is an absurd haul. You're probably looking at, I don't know if I want to say Othman in the deal, but maybe you'd have to give up less prospects because the Rangers have, like, they're top heavy. Like there's a drop off after guys like Othman, Jones, Garand, and Sakura in the pipeline. There's like a pretty significant drop off. So it's kind of hard to piece together what a comparable would be, but Jones would definitely be in the deal. That would be your, like, I guess somewhat comparable to Muka Madulin, but I think Muka Madulin could be better. You'd probably have to give up Othman, and you probably have to give up like Bryce McConnell Barker maybe, and Brett Berard, and then 2 first-round picks, something like that would be a comparable maybe. Even then, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I would not do that at all, obviously, and the Rangers definitely felt the same, clearly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Genoa's going to Tampa or the Islanders. Where are you seeing that, Lef? I saw something about Tampa earlier, but that would be a Tampa type move.
Honestly, like, call me a biased fan, but them getting Meyer, if we could just play, like I said, the way we did against LA tonight, and you add Patrick Kane, I'm not worried. I really am not worried.
You and I both.
I mean, you be defensive juggernaut against New Jersey, they have no shot. No shot. They may have a shot, but like you defend the way you did, no, they're gonna get frustrated. They're inexperienced. They're not gonna know what to do. It's just, I'm not worried. Assuming we play the way we did, sure, I'm not worried, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you on that completely. I'm trying to get the comments. Sorry, Anthony. Let me see what you commented. I'll get to it. So sorry if I'm missing any. It just, chat moves fast when you have as many viewers as we get here, which you guys have been killing it lately. Peaked at 70 viewers earlier. We're growing here. We're getting W's here.
W's in the chat right now, boys. Come on.
Is there a possibility that Patrick Kane will possibly get bought outright by the Blackhawks instead of traded? That's not possible. That happened mid-season, so no. Him and Brat are getting the same deal. Yeah, I like where did the Devils even have the cap space to re-sign Brat and Meyer? That's what I find interesting about this.
Yeah, I have no idea what their cap situation looks like.
They have, I'll check how much they have this offseason. But even then, like, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But the only good thing about Timo Meyer is that he's an RFA, and you could just easily, if you have to, flip him at the draft this year. They have 36 million in cap space this offseason, the Devils, but they have to fill out, let's see, they have to fill out seven. No, not seven. They have to fill out 8 forward spots, 2 defensive spots, and then they either need to call up a goalie from the system or they need to sign a backup goalie. But you'd imagine Holtz makes the roster every day next year. So that's one guy you could slot in for them. And then the 2 defensive spots will probably just be Hughes and Newick next year. So realistically, they'll still have like 30 million in cap space to work with easily to get Meyer and Brett under deals. That should probably be easy. I think that they're going to regret, though, giving Palat the contract that they did. Like, Palat's a good player, but at 6 million, I think they're going to regret that.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me see their UFAs this year, too. They have a lot of UFAs and RFAs. Brett, Tatar, who they'll probably let walk. Miles Wood will probably walk. Hala, they'll probably want to re-sign since they traded Zaka for him. Sharon Govich will probably get extended. McLeod, I don't really know what the Devils think of him. And then after that, it's just Nathan Bassett and Jesper Boquist, which shouldn't cost much either. And then they have Graves on the back end and Severson. So they're in a pretty good spot cap-wise. Which is unreal. Complete fleece by the Devils. We'll see.
Those 2 first rounders, it's like, I mean, one, it won't hurt, but I don't know.
Yeah. This is definitely the type of winger that you want to pair with Jack Hughes if you're the Devils. I will say that. Like, this is going to be a problem for a while with Timo Meyer playing for them. So I don't know if I'd call it a fleece, but I think that it's a very good deal for both parties involved. The only thing is that the Sharks have to hit on those draft picks, those 2 first-round picks, because the prospects they got, none of them are really big headliner prospects. So as long as they hit on those 2 first-round picks, this could easily be an even deal, in my opinion. But for right now, I'd probably say, yeah, the Devils won this trade.
You think that's the Devils' deadline? They're not adding anyone else?
I have to see their cap situation after they add Meyer, but I think after they add Timo Meyer, they're going to be limited. Like, at most, they'll add a 4th line type player at that point, or a depth defenseman. But outside of that, I don't think that they're going to make any more moves. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. But even then, for defense, I think they're pretty comfortable with the 7 defensemen that they have. They have Dougie Hamilton, John Marino, Damon Severson, Ryan Graves, Jonas Siegenthaler, Brendan Smith, and then Kevin Ball. Maybe you could upgrade from Kevin Ball there as a 7th defenseman, but
yeah.
And then for the forward group, that's where it's interesting. You have Hughes, Heischer, Palat, Bratt, Tatar, Wood, Holla, Sharangovich, McLeod, Mercer, Boquist, and then Timo Meyer in the mix. So that's pretty much their 12 forward. So maybe they'll look for a 13th forward there, but they still have Bastian who could be that 13th forward for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this tweet's accurate. Rangers about to give up less for Kane and Tarasenko combined than what the Devils just gave up for Meyer. I wonder what this means for a Chikrin deal now. Oh my God.
What?
Saw a video on Twitter. Some guy was rocking a Kane Rangers jersey in the crowd.
Yo, show me that. No shot.
That's wild.
Show me that. No
He
shot.
must have had this for a while. It's a Reebok jersey.
You don't think maybe he had a blank Reebok and he brought it to the NHL store, no? Or that?
Could be that. But regardless, that's unreal.
Do you have the photo? Keep
I sent it to you on Discord.
Come on, open up.
Yeah, St. Louis is selling. I think that they were at 1 point in play for Meyer, but they probably thought the asking price was too high, which rightfully so, because they're looking to retool on the fly, and with how much the Devils gave up, there's no way.
Dude, that's wild. No shot.
Yeah, that was...
W fan, but like, what the fuck? I don't know what to think about that. I mean, that's sick, but it's just like, wow.
I like how mixed the replies are. You have people saying that it's weird, and then you have people saying beast of a guy, W guy.
Yeah, I was about to say W guy, Hundo P.
Core, what's your thoughts on the trade? I think San Jose got pretty good. Zetterlund will fit in their top six perfectly. I think it's a good trade I think it's a better trade for the Devils right now, but I think that the upside for the Sharks is definitely there to be very good. But the fact that the Devils didn't cough up Holtz or Mercer in this deal, that's probably why you're looking at the fact that they gave up 2 first-round picks, because they think very highly of those two guys, which makes sense for the Devils to do that. But at the same time, that's very steep. Sharks won't be in the playoffs next year. Timo Meyer looks so odd in a Devil jersey. I just saw a jersey swap.
Let me send it to me. I want to see.
Let me see if I could find it again. Yeah, there we go. That looks so odd to me. Tanner Janelle is being made available and sitting due to trade reasons. I wish the Rangers could snag him. They're not going now. Tanner Janelle is being made available. Who do you think the Rangers are going to give up for Kane? Probably Jones and some draft picks.
I'd suck to see Jones go, but he can't play anywhere really.
Yeah, I agree.
Good. I like Jones a lot.
I think Coley maybe could be in the deal, but I'm not 100% sure.
Nah, it probably makes sense to send Jones. That sucks.
Yeah,
Is
like
it
I said, MJ, um, instead of Holtz or Mercer, they probably just coughed up an extra first round pick. That's probably what went down. So I don't think the asking price necessarily went down or anything, but I think they just coughed up the extra first because they wanted to hold on to those two.
this question kind of relates to one of the comments here, which is a pretty good question. You think, or I don't, it's not really a question. I mean, he's just kind of saying, but do you think, in your opinion, Evan, you think they went out to get Timo Meyer because they knew we were getting, Patrick Kane, or you think they were in on Meyer anyways?
I think both. I think there was urgency to get it done because of the fact that the Rangers are going to be acquiring Kane. I think that if the Rangers weren't getting Kane, this would have been dragged out till the trade deadline, and maybe another team would have came with a better offer. But I think that the Devils probably upped their offer in correlation to the Rangers getting Patrick Kane, knowing that you're going to face them in the first round. You want to be able to make that move.
2 first rounders and some prospects just to lose in the first round. How funny is that?
That would be great.
Oh
I
my
find it interesting though that they were so like protective of Holtz and Mercer, both of them. Like I understand they view those guys highly, but where are they going to play in the future? Your top six, you currently have Hughes, you have Heischer, you have Meyer now. Jesper Bratt's in your top six. Mercer's going to be in the top six. And then I'm pretty sure they play Sharon Govich. Maybe he slides out of a top six spot, but still, like I don't know. I find it a bit odd. I guess though that they view their top six in the future as Hughes, Heischer, Bratt, Meyer, Holtz, Mercer, which is a very good top six, but just interesting.
Bro, the new Snapchat update sucks, dude. I don't know if you noticed, Evan.
I haven't. So the Devils were afraid of. Oh, okay. Is
That's
this
what
the
I was
comment you were referring to?
yeah, I was referring to that comment. That was pretty good comment, so I just said
I agree. Yeah, Jones deserves to be on a different team to get the opportunity that he's not going to get here. I agree. Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting Devils Rangers playoff series. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't think it's a question that the Rangers and Devils is the best first round series in terms of entertainment value. I don't think there's any matchup that even gets close to this one. As whoever Carolina plays is going to be a boring matchup because Carolina is definitely the favorite. It's looking like it's going to be the Islanders, maybe Buffalo if they keep winning games, overtake that spot. But I think Carolina wipes the floor with Buffalo. Uh, Boston's just going to beat whoever they play also. And then Toronto and Tampa Bay, that could be entertaining, but I don't think it's as entertaining as the Rangers and Devils. I think that's definitely fair to say. So, yeah, there's really no matchup. I didn't even realize Seattle's so close to falling out of a spot now. Wow.
are you serious?
Yeah, they're now the second wild card team.
That's crazy.
They have 2 games in hand on Calgary, though, who are right behind them. So they should be in a spot to make it just because of how bad the West is. But man, it's crazy to think that Seattle would uh it definitely wouldn't be easy for them in the East right now at all, that's for sure. They went for Fiala and Kachuk last summer. Kachuk would have been a huge ad. That would have been huge for them, but still Timo Meyer's definitely a huge ad as well.
No doubt.
Do you think Othman will be the new member of the kid line and Kako or Laffy move up to the top 6, or do you think he'll play in the top 6? I think that they're going to keep the kid line together for as long as they could. I think that if it doesn't work out, they'll switch things around come next year. But I think Othman's going to be given a top 6 spot. And then it also hinges on, is Kane or Tarasenko re-signing on a team discount? That's really a big question mark there. I still believe that's going to be Detroit and Buffalo, but with the way that the Islanders are on a heater right now, it could change. Rangers send Schneider down to Hartford, so there you go. There's the paper transaction that I was talking about. So
is this deal expected to have finished by Wednesday?
yes.
Word. That's what's up.
I think it's comical that there's still some people trying to play this out and say that, like, it's really the anti-Kane crowd. I love how they're still trying to act like this trade's not going to happen. Like, they wouldn't have been doing everything that they've been doing the past few days if this trade wasn't going to happen. So it's funny to me that there's still people that think that this isn't going to happen when it's clear as day.
Why wouldn't they want it to happen? That's my question.
Because they look at the analytic chart and they think he's a bad player and they are worried about him on the defensive side of things.
Now, if you have the team play like today, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. The analytics are nonsense, to be honest with you. We've already discussed this, but I just had
Sharks
to
account officially tweeted it. Sorry, just had to mention that, but continue.
No, I just say it's ridiculous. The analytic charts, dude, like it's useful in certain areas, not all.
Of the people in the replies of the Rangers Twitter account that are confused about this.
What do you mean? Oh,
like there's some people that are like, wait, why is he being sent down?
What did he do? He was good. What the frick?
So yeah, it's looking like it's lining up for this deal to be done on Wednesday. It'd be funny if literally the second it becomes Wednesday, just at midnight, the deal just gets done.
Are you referring to Kane? Yeah.
Yeah.
What time do you think it'll get done? Did you say that? I didn't hear you.
No, I'm like thinking right now of when. I don't have like an exact time, but if I had to throw a prediction out there, just because fuck us as fans, it's gonna either be late night or it's gonna be early morning.
On
Wednesday.
Early morning Wednesday or early morning Thursday?
Wednesday.
Early morning Wednesday.
It's good. This deal's getting done on Wednesday.
No matter what. Okay.
Yeah. It's amazing to me though how there has been zero things leaked about this trade the entire way through. Like you would have thought something would have slipped at this point.
The Kane deal?
Yeah.
Well, they want to keep this as quiet as possible and make it as, they don't want to miss a step like you said on last stream, so can't really blame them, but because we're dealing with Patrick Kane here, it's not like, you gotta be careful, can't mess this up. Let me see if I have my NHL 10 disc cover. Hold on. Let me try to see if I have it up here.
Why would the Rangers give up Coley if they can't re-sign Kane? Because you throw your eggs in one basket when you have a chance to win a Stanley Cup. That's why. And you don't let a guy that has the potential to be a third liner at best, probably, you don't let that stop you from getting this deal done, if that's what it takes.
Nah, I don't have it on me right now. It's probably downstairs somewhere. But
Thank you for joining, Rock. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, Shark. I think both fans are happy with this deal. I'm jealous though that this got done before the Kane deal, but obviously just because of the cap gymnastics, that's the only reason why the Kane deal hasn't happened. The Kane deal obviously would have been done first if it wasn't for that, but no. Othman is going to play higher than the fourth line next year. They think very highly of Brennan Othman. And if he's playing on the fourth line, Gallant needs to get canned because you're just going to be ruining another prospect yet again. Othman's that legit that he's going to get a top 6 role right away. And at worst, a third line spot. Shouldn't give up a first for Kane. It'd be a huge error. Based on the reports that we've seen so far, there's not going to be a first round pick in the deal. Maybe a conditional second that turns into a first, but not a guaranteed first.
I could see that happening. Like if the Rangers make it to the conference final, you know,
I think they should just do what Tampa did with us with one of those draft picks and make it which by the way, happy anniversary again to that trade. They should make it that if they win the cup.
Or that, yeah, I was thinking. Or make it to the cup at least. Cup final. Damn, they really lost. They lost to Washington that year too in Game 7. I remember that. That's crazy. So we would have had how many first rounders that year? 4 potentially if Tampa won the cup that year. 2018.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Imagine that.
Or we would have had another first round pick in 2019. We would have started the draft not started the draft. We would have had 3 until the Trouba deal, of course, happened.
That's crazy to think.
It's going to be chills when we see the Rangers account officially tweet, "It's showtime on Broadway."
Oh my God.
It's going to be chills.
Chills. Send it. Just tag all the Devil fans. Be like, get ready. You have no idea what's coming. No idea.
Yeah, this is what Blackhawk fans think the return would be. And it's funny because I was talking about it earlier with Steven and C-Jets. We were just laughing at the fact that like it's funny that these fans think so highly of these players and think returns are higher. Like they always think that they value players more than they're actually worth. That's the way that I wanted to put it. Like the Eichel trade and now this, like, it's funny to me that fans think that if you just look at, like I mentioned earlier, if you look at historical trade comparisons, you'd be able to understand and put it together that it's not going to cost as much as people or as Blackhawk fans make it out to be. I expect a guy that is one of the best wingers in the game. That's what I expect.
I expect him to be Patrick Kane, especially in the playoffs. I expect him to turn that shit up real quick, man. Just
yeah, it's no secret what Patrick Kane is.
I want him to be I don't want him to be the only reason, as if like if we never had Kane, we would have lost to the Devils. Like I expect the whole team to step up, but I want him to be the cherry on top where it's a big FU to Jersey, like this is our year kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And it's funny to me that when I was in the spaces earlier with Statboy Steven, somebody mentioned he's just like, Patrick Kane's going to need to turn the clock back 8 years when he comes to the Rangers. He had 92 points last year. What are we talking about 8 years? He's still good.
He still has it in him.
Yeah. And he's almost a point per game player again. And that's despite him having a slow start to the season. So.
But of course, it never hurts to turn the clock back 8 years. So. But yeah, I get what you mean, though.
Yeah, I just don't understand that.
I guess he's talking about in terms of just like being in the playoffs and all, then sure, but because he hasn't, I don't think Kane has been in the playoffs. When was the last time the Blackhawks were in the playoffs? Was it 2017?
2020, they technically made it because they won that qualifier series.
They won the qualifier series, huh?
Yeah, they beat Edmonton.
Wow. So yeah, I wouldn't count that though, personally, at least for me.
Well, yeah, that's just the last time they technically made the playoffs, but
before that, it was like 2017, right?
Yes.
So, and Artemi Panarin was on that team too.
I could say with like 99% confidence, Patrick Kane will play for the Rangers on Wednesday night. I think that I think that they want this done and they want him in the lineup already because they've been running shorthanded for too long now at this point that they're going to want him, especially playing a back-to-back. They're not going to want to do this again on a back-to-back. They're going to want to have Kane in the lineup ready to go by Wednesday.
So King is dealt to the Rangers. Then we bring Schneider back up, rather.
Yes, and then Carpenter would be sent back down.
All right.
And then obviously we also have to wait on and see what's going to happen with Miller if he gets suspended or not.
Yeah. I don't know if he might get suspended for a game. I think I could see it just being for a game and then a hearing. But because like obviously he apparently said it wasn't intentional. I don't think. I mean, unless if you're Brad Marchand who would do that intentionally.
Or if you're Steven Stamkos, who did it last year in the conference finals and nothing happened when he blatantly spit in Laffy's face. But
yeah, that's true.
Let's not make anything of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he'll just get suspended for a game and then a hearing, and that's it, probably.
I also think that, we got to give a bit of a tip of the cap to Gerard Gallant. I think that he had the team more prepared tonight, and he was embarrassed with what happened against Washington yesterday, and he made the adjustment for the team, and he had them prepared. So you got to give credit to Gallant when it's due, as much as we clown him.
I mean, he does have a chance to redeem himself come playoff time, but even then, it's like, come on now.
Yeah. How many points do you think Othman will have in his first year? I say 40. I don't know. It really depends. Like, I don't know. It depends on a lot. It really does. I guess Schneider snuck into the hat pick there when he didn't even play tonight. But I don't know. It depends on if he's in the top 6 the whole year or not. If he's in the top 6 the whole year, I think he will crack 40 points. If he moves around the lineup and maybe on the third line a bit, God forbid the fourth line, then I think we might look at under that, unfortunately. But you never know with the Rangers. You just never know. Yes, Stephen Kane season. You're going to have to update that profile pic, my boy.
Who's on that?
Sammy boy.
I was just about to say, that's crazy.
Okay, boys, here's a question. With Tarasenko and Kane, when was the last time the Rangers were this good going into the playoffs? If you mean on paper,
2012, what?
I mean,
2012, 2015, maybe.
I'd say 2015, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think on paper at least, I think it's undeniable that this team is better, but it's a matter of execution at that point.
The way you play, yeah. 100%. Damn. And then, another thing, and you can use 2015 and, even 2012 as an example, but more 2015. Can this team stay healthy throughout the playoffs? Stay
Yes.
healthy?
We were
Right.
talking about that with Steven. Health is the most important thing.
Yeah, because we were screwed at 2015, more specifically, from a Stanley Cup. Like, that team could have won it all. I think they were beating Chicago that year, but had Zuccarello been healthy, had McDonough been healthy,
And in 2012, Michael Sauer.
Michael Sauer, but we were just fucking beat up that year, and then fucking Jersey, just for whatever reason, didn't match up well against. I don't. It was just a bunch of nonsense, but yeah. Yeah, man, just stay healthy, and I think this team, if from all the teams that we've seen, in that decade, I think this team has has the most capability of staying healthy throughout the playoffs. We're younger than the team. Oh, I mean, if you want to, Patrick Kane's 34, but I think for the most part, I like to think we're a little bit younger. No, would you agree with that? So
Yeah, I mean, Kane's going to be the oldest player on the roster, I think, outside of Jarl Halak, but
right,
when he's
and
acquired.
Halak is not even going to start, so it doesn't even matter. But I think this team has the most capability of staying healthy throughout the playoffs, which is huge. And on top of that, this team on paper is just as good, if not better, than the teams in the past. It's just, I think, just it comes down to execution, like you said, and if you can just play the way you did today and just build off of that, then this team has the best to. This team has the potential to be the best team we've had since the last time we won the cup. I think if any team right now, it's going to be this team, but we'll see.
Some of these tweets are just ridiculous to me. Why are they doing all this just to get one player? Because it's one of the best players in the sport.
Are they talking about Patrick Kane right now?
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to gift up too much either.
Yeah, I don't know why it's an issue that we're doing all this to get Patrick Kane. He's one of the best players in the damn sport, one of the best playoff performers in the sport also. I freaking wonder why.
That's why his nickname is Showtime. Like, yeah, and it's just, I think people are commenting that just because the deal is taking forever. But I think, like, if we just had cap space, this deal would have been over and done with, and no one would be questioning. But again, it's Patrick Kane. Like, we're not giving up too much, especially compared to what we could have been giving up. Now we're not going to give up much. It's Patrick Kane, big time playoff performer. He's going to be playing with Panarin potentially.
I can't wait for him to shut these fans up.
I can't wait for him to walk into Prudential and just absolutely light it up in round one. And just freaking
thinking about that, yeah.
That would be so, like, that'd be hot as shit.
It would.
Hot as fuck.
Just watching him pot
a hat trick in game one and for away in game one.
10 Genos in round one.
Jersey has
maybe 8 apples in there.
10 Genos, 8 apples. Bunny's going wild. Oh my god. Get it throwing Igor Shesterkin empty net goal in there. Dude, honestly, like, if we shut the series out in game 5, like in Prudential, Igor gets the empty net goal, I just want him to just raise his arms and just be like, yo, what's going on? What's up?
Keep saying my name.
Igor, empty net. What, like Austin Matthews, whatever his celebration was. Oh my god. That would be so satisfying.
That would be great too, but I'm thinking about a game 6 in the Garden, Patrick Kane potting the OT winner.
The heartbreak celly.
The heartbreak celly, yeah.
Oh my god! Right,
I cannot wait.
One timer comes around the heartbreak celly all the way to center ice. Boom, gets tackled by Panarin and Tarasenko, and they just all pile on in the dog pile at center ice. Oh, turn me up. Turn me the fuck up, bro. Come
I'm
on.
smiling thinking about
Come
it. I'm
on.
smiling thinking about it.
That
It's
kid was
chills.
right there, like thinking, like, what the hell just happened? Like rethinking his life decisions. Oh my god. Oh
And I
my
can't
god.
wait for the playoff mullet from Kane too.
If he
His
pulls that
playoff
out,
mullet
oh, Jover.
is disgusting.
Jover.
It's disgusting his playoff mullet.
Put that with the Ranger uni on that. Oof. Oof. It's Jover. It's Jover.
I'm telling you right now, we better see. He would erupt the Garden if he, when he gets his first goal as a Ranger at the Garden, did the Heartbreaker Sally. The Garden would explode. Oh, thinking about that.
Yeah, no, for sure. But but the heartbreak Selly in OT winner to wrap the series up against Jersey would be so fitting.
That would
be the cherry on top, dude. Like
that would be revenge for Adam Henrique right there.
Oh, for sure. Like I don't even care because it's that like all right, like that run with the Devils was a fluke. I still stand by that, but yeah, that would be a big fu to like Game 6 OT winner at the Garden, heartbreak selling. Right.
And he's the only one that knows it goes in, like it's the Stanley Cup Finals against
No,
Philadelphia.
no. We win the cup on the road, and he gets the OT winner like he did in Philly. Everyone was just like, "What the hell happened?" And he's just in the Ranger uniform, just
throwing the gloves off.
Igor. Everyone's like, "What the hell just happened?" The PA guys, the play is under review, and then we just see the puck slide by whoever we play in the cup final, and then we're just going wild. And then everyone just realizes, oh my god, is the first time we won the cup since '94. Like, bro, oh my god! Like,
and these type of moments are gonna happen because Kane's that good in the playoffs.
Like he is him. He's him.
I'm getting chills. God. I'm getting chills thinking about it.
I think honestly, like Kane is gonna be like that guy, like Marty St. Louis was in 2014. He's gonna be like that guy that comes up big in big moments. You know what I mean?
I think he has potential to be better than that. Even
he does, but I'm just saying he's gonna be that guy that like will get us to the cup too and win it too. You know what I mean? Potentially.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
He turns that shit up. It's Jover for the league. I do not care. Boston can go F themselves. I do not care. But the heartbreak, no, but I need to see that OT winner at the Garden. I need to see that heartbreak Sally right in front of the Devil bench, just like right to center ice, tackled by Panarin and Tarasenko. I need that to happen.
He does it right in front of Vitek Vanacek.
He goes to the Vite Vanacek right to him. He goes like this and punches him right in the right. Looks stares down at him. The big mob gets on him. Oh my god. No, but I can honestly see that happening. OT winner at the Garden. Kane. Oh my god.
Have a good night, MJ. Yeah, we're gonna have the greatest American-born player of all time on our team on Wednesday.
Dude,
and if that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what will.
Dude, and on top of that, dude, just to think like, you know, how Panarin and Kane, obviously they had that you know, like that like chemistry. Like they lit it up in Chicago, but like when Panarin left, you saw Kane's emotion like on how like he was just so upset that he went to Columbus and traded to Columbus. But like, you know, if the fact that they're back together, you just have to think like something has got to be meant to be. You get Panarin matched with Kane, and then you got Panarin's old buddy and Tarasenko. Like, dude, like, call me wild, but I mean, if things go well and we see the way they play today, and you build off of that in the playoffs, dude, like, oh my god, like, I don't even know. I got
a question.
God.
When do we apologize to Nico?
What do you mean? No, we don't apologize.
We were clowning him all year long.
No, we don't apologize to him. You know why? And I
knew you were gonna say that. I don't know why I asked.
Apologize. I texted him this already. We don't apologize because back then, meaning like just a few months ago, when the Patrick Kane talks kind of, you know, sparked a little bit, we we said no to Kane because they were asking for way too much, and we're like, we're going to give up. We were kind of relating this to the Rick Nash deal. We were, getting an older guy. I mean, Nash wasn't that old at the time when we got him, but right now we're getting older. We're getting an older guy. We're going to have to give up either Kako or Laffy and like some other young prospects just for him to come in and then leave the year after. Now it's a totally different story, right? Like Patrick Kane's a great player. Like we wouldn't mind him, but at the time we were like, we would have to give up too much for a guy that's 34 years old. It's not worth it. Now we have all the leverage in the world in these trade talks. We're going to get him on a discount, 100 without a doubt. And yeah, it's just going to work out. It's a win-win for us. We keep our young guys for the most part, at least. And in terms of like Kako and Laffy, and we could still be competitive, and we get that Patrick Kane on top of that. So, yeah, we do not apologize to Nico, but credit to Nico for wanting him all this time. But at the same time, we weren't dumb for saying no to him at the time. We weren't. So no apologies there for Nico, because we were right in the moment. And I still stand by that.
Yeah, I think Kane's going to have a flight to Philadelphia for that game on Wednesday, ready to go.
Dude, I want to pick him up from the airline and be like, yeah.
Well, I'd gladly be the one to pick him up from the airport. But it's going to be Panarin.
Oh, a Panarin? Imagine Panarin just picks him up as a surprise. Kane thinks he's getting a regular Uber driver, but it's
Patrick.
No. Patrick. I'm right here. In my BMW or whatever car he drives, a Mercedes, right?
Thank you for the $2 dono. You guys have been killing it with the donos lately. I appreciate it. We had a 20 earlier.
Craft for my boy Trey Young right here. Trey Young. Sorry. I, if you took offense to that, my bad, but I was just trying to hype you up. But W's in the chat for Trey over here.
Which Schneider, why can't the deal be done tomorrow or Tuesday? Because they still didn't accrue the proper cap space to get it done. They still have to wait for Wednesday to have the appropriate cap space, because you get cap space as the days go by. I cannot stand Doughty, and I was laughing so hard when that happened. Yeah, I can't stand Doughty either, but it was dirty of Miller to do. I don't think there's a denying of that.
Apparently, Doughty's. There are rumors going around that Doughty said something racist. I don't know how true that is, though.
I don't know. People might be making things up. I couldn't tell you
if it was true, then eye for an eye, right? But at the same time, it's just if it was just general trash talking, then no, Miller should have known better. But apparently, it was an accident. Like I don't know. Apparently, Miller said it was an accident, or Gerard Gallant, or Miller told Gerard, and Gerard just told the media that it was an accident. I don't know, but.
Yes, Steve, you got to wonder if these are even Ranger fans. The fact that they don't want Patrick Kane with Panarin, Zibanejad, Tarasenko, and Fox. Did it happen? Like I've been saying every live stream, the deal's at the finish line, but the Rangers just don't have the cap space to get it over the finish line. And once they do, it will be done. We got a lot of comments. Wow. Sorry if I skip over a few. Just re-comment if I skip anything that you wanted me to cover. I just got to jump ahead a bit. Troy deserves a statue outside the Garden if he gets this trade done without giving up a first-round pick and the Rangers win the Cup.
Chris Drury really reminds me of a lot of Glenn Sather. Like he'll try to he'll make this team competitive and try to bring in some top assets throughout the league to try to win a cup here. I know people have shit on Glenn Sather, but you do have to also appreciate that he did his best to put a competitive team and a team or teams that could potentially win the cup. Jeff Gordon would never. He did rebuild a lot, but at the same time, he wouldn't be going out trying to get Patrick Kane. He'd be probably like, you know, be more conservative, or even Tarasenko for that matter. So it would be crazy to see where we would be as a team if Jeff Gordon would have still our general manager. But I guess everything happens for a reason. But you have to appreciate Drury.
Yes, Trey. Join the Tat Gang. Join the Rangers Tat Gang. Do it.
If the Rangers win the cup, I will not get a tattoo. I will not get a tattoo personally, but that's just me. Not gonna wood. Oh, he said it on his ass. Oh, I didn't even read it all. That's crazy. Oh, I didn't read it all.
Schneider being sent down is a paper transaction. All it does is give the Rangers extra days to accrue cap space. He'll be back up on Wednesday. That's all it is. Yeah, I agree, Michael. When Kakko and Laffy were projected to be part of the deal, I didn't want Kane either. But that's the fact that he only wants to be here is, which we were in agreement on the whole time, that if he only wanted to be here, then do it, because it wouldn't cost much. Right. And it happened. That's cute. That's a cute comment.
He's not too old. He's definitely getting there, but he's not. He definitely has some gas left in the tank, I will say.
Especially how many more years will he be a star? Well, I could tell you we don't have to give a shit, because he's a star right now, and he's probably not going to be back after this year. There's a chance he comes back for one more year, but if he doesn't, then we don't have to give a shit how much longer he's a star for. What matters is he's a star right now, and it will help us win a cup.
I would still like Kane back. I mean, honestly, if he could take like a discount just because he wants to be in New York, it's a possibility, like you said in last stream, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, it's either Kane or Tarasenko, or one of them takes a discount and they both stay, but we'll see. Right now, we just got to focus on winning a Stanley Cup, and Kane is that guy to help us right now.
Yep, 100%. And like we mentioned, real true playoff performer. Thank you for the $2 dono again, Trey. Mika or Trocheck centering Bread and Kane. It's going to be Trocheck. They might experiment if things don't work out with Mika being in the middle of them, but to start things off, it's going to be Trocheck, and we got a hint of that and a peek of that because Tarasenko was on the first line tonight with Kreider and Zibanejad, which was their hint that they're preparing Kane to slot into that spot next to Trocheck and Panarin. No, Schneider's not in the Kane deal. Yes, the trade will be Wednesday. I could say that with...
Would you bet money on it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'd easily... I'd be shocked if it doesn't happen on Wednesday. If there's, God forbid, a suspension to Keandre Miller and they have to push it off one more day, that's like, if Miller gets suspended, that's the only way I think that this gets pushed back till Thursday. But it's happening Wednesday or Thursday. I'd put money on that. If the Rangers win the cup, hope they let Henrik on the ice to lift the cup. That'd be nice. Sign him to a one-day contract.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, I'm hyped for this playoff series too, Justin.
If we do win the cup, just to have like a guy like Chris Kreider from the old core, like obviously he's the only one left from that core, but just to have that guy that from the old core that now is able to hoist the Stanley Cup, it would honestly be pretty satisfying to see. It would have been even more satisfying to see him be the captain, and after all these years, he's the first to get his hands on it, right, to lead the squad. But As I guess as long as we win the cup, who gives a crap at that point, right?
Nothing's guaranteed, Luca, but the chances are very high. And by very high, I mean it's a 99% chance. Like I said, unless something happens with Keandre Miller, that's the only way I think that the deal gets pushed back maybe a
Do you
day.
think? Do you think he'll get suspended or?
No, I think he'll be fined.
That's true. Yeah, I don't even know why I said he could be suspended. Actually, I maybe just because of how soft this league can be at times, but yeah, maybe a fine.
We don't know, Liam. Your guess is as good as ours. We have no idea who they're trading, but we've been hearing Jones thrown in there in the mix and then picks.
This is a good comment. I think if we win it, I bet Kreider will get the cup first, even before Trouba would be a disgrace. Dude, honestly, if Trouba can be like that guy, like if he could be like a top G and be like Kreider's like, this is all you. He gets to hoist the cup first or whatever, or if Trouba gets the cup and then hands it off to Kreider to lift it first, I think that'd be a pretty classy move from Trouba, even though he's the captain, just to see that Kreider's been here since 2012, and he's been here since through thick and thin. It's been here since like the old core and all the good times with all those players and all. Just to really commend him for all of that, and that'd be a classy move in my opinion. I don't know about you.
I agree, but Trubett's going to give it to Mika, and then Mika and Kreider are going to have a tickle fight of who gets to lift it before each other.
And then the cup falls and it's broken. It's split in half.
Yeah.
It's like, But yeah, that'd be a classy move. I think Kreider should definitely hoist it if we win it first.
I agree.
It's only right, honestly.
The reason a suspension could affect things is because of the fact that then the Rangers would only have 5 defensemen on the roster and that are eligible to play. So that's the only reason why.
All right, I'm out of here. I gotta get going. If you're live still, I'll probably join back. I'll let you know. But
all right, sounds good.
I'll see you.
See ya. It's crazy that there are 6 teams in the East that would be number 1 in the West. Yeah, it's a bloodbath completely here in the East. It's ridiculous. Yes, more likely than not, it's happening on Wednesday. Mikey D, what's going on? I believe with Schneider down tomorrow, Kane could come Wednesday night. Don't know if potential Miller suspension affects anything. Yeah, I'm just guessing and playing it safe and saying that could affect something because I don't want to be wrong there. But yes, Kane's happening on Wednesday. Yeah, I saw Barry Trotz becoming a GM, which good for him. He's wanted this for a bit, so definitely big for him. I probably will get a Kane jersey. Kane Rangers jersey. MJ, I think that yes, I think Wednesday morning is what we're looking at. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Yes, everyone liked the stream. Means a lot. Yeah, I definitely want to get a Kaner jersey. Ranger jersey, of course, because you guys could see. Of course. Yeah, perfect fit that he gets to play against Philly. That's a solid pick, a white Igor jersey. I have him on my reverse retro up there. Can't go wrong. Sorry, I just want to answer some texts because it's been a while since I've been on my phone. Let's see. Lafferty's not going to be in the deal. Lafferty won't be in the deal. No, they're not getting another player besides Kane. I don't know. I think maybe it has to get pushed back a day, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Who has a realistic chance on paper to win the cup in the West? Colorado. That's it. I don't. I'm not wowed by any other teams in the West, to be honest with you. Luke, I agree. I agree with this being a potential package. 2 seconds and one is a conditional that becomes a first if the Rangers make the final, and then Jones or Robertson. I agree. You're on the right path there completely. Based on the moves they're making, no. They would not send Braden Schneider down today as a paper transaction if they weren't going to do that. Yeah, the jersey sales are going to be unreal. Nice profile pick there, Mikey. Yeah, it's unreal to think about. Could the Rangers and the Kane deal also get an AHL player to help the Wolfpack in the playoffs? The Wolfpack are not going to make the playoffs. Could tell you that right now. But they could get help there, potentially, but I doubt it. Um, you can't say it's impossible because anything could happen in the playoffs. It's just a matter of if it's actually probable. And I'd say, I don't know. It depends how Boston's playing at that time. Yeah, the paper transaction basically signals to us that they want this done by Wednesday, which I can't blame them. I'm sure that the Rangers front office is just as annoyed that they have to do this as we are as fans seeing it go down. I don't think it's going to cost that much given the reports lately. Because you can't make the trade until the cap space allows you to. That's why. Yes, he'll play Wednesday if we get him on Wednesday. That's what I think at least. But again, anything's possible where it could not happen and he has to wait till Thursday. But I think that he's going to play Wednesday because this trade, like the paperwork's pretty much done for the trade from reports that we've seen at the very least. Again, I'm not an insider. I don't have full information, so we don't know this. But based on reports that we've seen, yes, if like the paperwork's done for this deal, basically, it's just waiting for the Rangers to get the cap space. So that's why I have confidence that he'll be in the lineup on Wednesday. Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how the conversations go down. Yeah, Vegas backed out this morning, it says on getting Timo Meyer. That sucks. Yeah, this is a lengthy discussion that I have all the time with people. It's stupid, the hard cap, because you're punishing teams for accruing assets and doing a good job with getting all these players. It just doesn't make sense, but it's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Yes, Wednesday should be official. I have a feeling that this could even be announced Wednesday at midnight. They gave up 4 prospects and 2 first-round picks. And the prospects weren't it wasn't Holtz for some reason. Off topic being he's their best player after the scare tonight. Will they consider keeping Mika off the penalty kill the rest of the season? No. No. That's part of his game. They're not going to keep him off there just because of a scare. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't think that they're an attractive organization at all with the way that they've been treating their players. I agree with that. Yeah, exactly. That like the amount these NHL players sign for doesn't even get you a bench player in the MLB. It's just crazy. It's crazy to think about. Yes, I am more than 100%. More than 100%. These moves like Braden Schneider being sent down wouldn't happen otherwise. Again, it takes something very catastrophic at this point for this deal to fall down, which is why I keep saying 99.9% by the 0.1% chance there is that that catastrophic thing does happen. But if Kane was in his prime and it wasn't a friendly deal, what would the trade look like? Um, I think that in general, right now, we'd be looking at a way higher return if it wasn't for the fact that he was all about only wanting to go to New York. It's really just him wanting to go to New York that drove the price down. I don't think anything else did. Well, the hip injury I think has a little to do with it as well, but outside of that, I think that's mainly just him wanting to only come to New York. So, but otherwise, it would definitely cost at least a first and like a top end prospect, probably. I can't answer this question until late March, early April. Yeah, every fan base overrates prospects. That's just how it is at the end of the day. I don't think it would be Kako. I don't know if that would be the case. Yeah, this is a whole different rant here. Python, just want to say your videos actually make me so happy, bro. You're a great dude, and I hope your channel gets more recognition. I really do appreciate that, Nico. And I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. Again, we've grown so much from this Patrick Kane saga, and it's it's such a mixed emotional thing for me because I can't stand the fact that I have to keep waiting and talk about this, but the fact that I could share this feeling with multiple Ranger fans is great, and the fact that you guys are entertained, really do appreciate it. And I'm really hoping that this could be my full-time gig. So every bit of support means the world to me. Just know that. So I really do appreciate everyone that's given me support because we've been peaking a lot during the live stream. Like we're consistently getting 50 viewers at this point, 50 plus viewers in these live streams, which is just absolutely absurd to me. I never would have imagined being here when I first started covering the Rangers on YouTube. But the fact that you guys have helped me grow for like this quickly too, because I was sprinkling in these videos. I wasn't consistently doing it every game. 2019, 2020, and then 2021 is when I really started to pump out the videos, but not every game. Last year I did every game, and now, yeah, now we're here. Now we're here, and it's crazy. Yes, I think Kako and Laugh both are. Yes, Michael. Like, share, subscribe. If it wasn't the scenario, Kane wouldn't be a Ranger. Yeah. Too much has happened at this point for it to not happen. Try making more making more plays now than when he actually played. Thank you. I really do appreciate that, Schnazzy. MJ, appreciate it as well. I don't think I'll be Steve Dangle size. That's definitely a dream for me. But I definitely won't be forgetting about anyone here on the channel at all. Trust me. Because I've seen big YouTubers get caught up and in the moment and everything, and then, you know, just forget about their initial roots. I don't want to be one of those guys. I've had this Kane jersey for a few years now. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate it. Yep, I am a Mets fan as well. So if you guys want coverage for the Mets during the season as well, I will be doing that. If any of you are Met fans as well. So stay tuned for that. I do the Mets podcast with Nico on the channel. So we're all over the place here. We're all over the place. Because the Mets are they're my second love behind the Rangers. Yeah, it would definitely be weird if it happened. 100%. How far do you think our offense gets us with Kane fit into the lineup? I think that the defense matters too. It depends how the defense holds up. If they play like they did tonight, I don't see this team losing in the first or second round. I can tell you that. Yeah, you and I both, Ryan. I don't know what's going to happen with their next contracts, to be honest with you. And I don't even want to think about it, considering the fact that, you know, like we're in the moment here. I don't want to think about it right now. Do you think they could beat the Devils? Yes. Yes, I do. Especially if they play this good defensively. Yeah, next year Laffy will probably make like 2 million. Devils in the first round could be scary. Yeah. But I think that the Rangers could do it. I really do. I have faith in my team. I really do. They didn't get to the conference finals by accident. Sharks fan that's ecstatic about what he got as a return. I'm glad that he's pumped up because he should be. This is huge for the future of their franchise. Need to get water. Much better. Much better. If you're talking about New Jersey, people saying like, "Oh, they're inexperienced and everything," and you're comparing it to the Rangers. Okay, fair, but I have confidence that my team's gonna play good defense come playoff time. I have confidence in my team playing like they did playoff time last year. Yeah, they'll have enough cap space to afford everyone that was here at the start of the year. Tarasenko and Kane, I'm not sure about though. Yeah, I agree. They both need to just wave the white flag and just go into a rebuild. But as long as Crosby's in Pittsburgh and Ovi's in Washington, it seems like they're not going to accept it. It doesn't matter, though. You're going to have to face the Devils at some point, probably. So just get it done with. Oh, it's not a question that I'm going to go live. It's not a question. I have not had any sort of social life or anything over the past week or so because of this whole Patrick Kane debacle. So believe me, I'm ready to go. I have the thumbnail ready. I have everything prepared for when Patrick Kane becomes a New York Ranger officially. Don't worry about that. I'm going to be live for that. Yeah, the Child did great last year during the playoffs, which is really when I hit my stride and my first quote unquote like mini blow up, if you want to call it that. That's when I really started to do well because we had a lot of Pittsburgh fans during that round one series that thought that declared the series over after game 5. So, or after game 4, rather, when they were up 3-1. So, yeah, that helped out the channel a lot. And it's cool too because you get fans from other teams because you either get to make them look like absolute idiots or you get to connect with other fans that are actually respectful because my God, it's such a mixed emotion. We have some cool Canes fans that come in the shows. We have some cool Devil fans that come in the shows, but then there are some that choose to act like complete idiots and assholes, and it's fun. So it's a mixed bag, It's a great time. And I hope that when I get to do this thing around playoff time, I hope we have some Devil fans call in that decide to be assholes so we can hear what they have to say because it will be fun. I hope the Rangers don't have to play a game 7 till the third round so they don't lose their energy too quickly. Agree. I think they ran out of gas come that Tampa series, and I think it's going to be critical for them to close out series earlier this time around. Oh, then yes, I agree with you. Agree with you, Ryan. I wouldn't be shocked if that happens. I really wouldn't. So again, remains to be seen. Considering he wants to be here bad, I wouldn't be shocked, but it's his right at the same time to go out and get the money. So no way for both. One of them's possible though. Yeah, it's weird, Trade, what the Capitals are doing. I don't understand it, but Agree with this Viper. I'm afraid of Carolina, just Aho, Svechnikov, and Jesperi. Well, I will ease your worries of this one. The Rangers, for what it's worth, you could argue dominated the Carolina Hurricanes last year in the playoffs. I know it went 7 games, but during the wins, the Rangers wins were more impressive than the Canes wins during that series. And there's no denying that. And even in the losses, the Rangers were in every single game in one of those losses. And for Jesperi Kotkaniemi, nah, he doesn't impress me. Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov, good players. But where were they last year? If they don't show up again and the Rangers just shut them down again, who's helping them out? They don't have Vinny Trocheck this time around to help them out. They lost out on Timo Meier. Who are they going to get at the deadline? Nah. I'm not faced. I'm not. No, Ryan, he won't. Yeah, some people just don't get it. They don't get the level of fandom that we have here. They don't get it. He could go on LTIR, but I don't think he will, considering they didn't put him on LTIR today. They probably would have today if they, just to get the Kane deal done, if there was a significant injury. So, yeah, I'm with you, Trey. I'm with you. I wish Tarasenko was putting up points and matching better. Hopefully, Kane comes in hot. Yeah, I think Tarasenko will find his game, and this is why it's good that they made the trade early, because he's getting acclimated. And I think come playoff time, he's going to be a different beast. We just have to wait for it. We just got to stay patient. Yeah, you got to take advantage of a team like the Flyers. You're damn right. Oh, that'd be great. Tarasenko, I almost said Trocheck in the winner against Carolina. You should have re-signed me, not go after Max Pacioretty. No, they're going to send Carpenter back down on Wednesday. I also have to say, it's weird to me how a New Yorker is a Philly team, because according to a lot of New Yorkers I've spoken to, you guys can't stand Philly. Believe me, I can't stand Philly either, but I'm still an Eagles fan. 7 years. Panarin, Trocheck, Kane line, yes. That will be the line when Showtime arrives. I would do it this way, Bobby, but they'll try things out. They'll experiment. That's my biggest worry, Luca, but I'm trying to stay confident. Yeah, Scheider will be back up on Wednesday, and then Carpenter will be sent down. Yeah, it's an unreal top 6. For Kako and Laffy, what would you say is one thing they could improve on their game continuing to grow? Skating and conditioning. It's been the same story. They both are just not fast enough. If they were better skaters, that would do wonders for both of them, and they would be some of the better players in the sport. But that's really it. That's what I look at all the time and say that's the area where they can improve the most. I just noticed someone unfollowed me because I've been on the Patrick Kane train. Come on now. Just ridiculous. I don't know how long Lindy's going to be out for. I'd imagine, if I had to guess, I think he'll be back Saturday against Boston. I think that's the earliest. But that's just a complete guess. I literally have no idea. And that's being optimistic. All right, chat. I'm sorry that I'm going to cut this off early. I've just been doing a lot of live streams lately, so I'm running out of gas early here. We'll be back again tomorrow for another live stream. I'll try to get some guests on yet again, just so I don't have to do all the talking. It's just hard to do this solo. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in for the latest Patrick Kane watch. We'll be back at it again tomorrow for sure. And then Tuesday. And then Wednesday, it's showtime. It's showtime on Broadway. I love you guys a lot. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me and giving me all the support lately. You're the greatest. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go, Rangers.